going on? It's your girl Chevy. If you're new to this channel, hi, I'm your dating life savior. If you've been on my channel, then you already know I've been saving your dating life, okay? I'm coming to you guys today on 29 years of life. It's my birthday. Go shorty. It's your birthday. All right, let me stop. No. Coming to you guys 29 years of life, you know what I'm saying? April 8th. Feeling good. Anyway, that's not what this is about today, guys. Today, guys, we are going to talk about questions you should ask on your first date. I'm so excited, guys. So we're here, guys. You've safety planned, you've done everything. You've followed all the steps leading up to this point, and now you're like, yo, I'm going on my first date and I have no idea what to ask this person. Well, have no fear, because I'm here for you. Okay? All right, so check this out. First and foremost, after you've decided what you're gonna do, what you want, your intentions, you are then going to lead with that with the questions, right? So for instance, I'm gonna give you guys an example. It's my first date. I am eventually looking for a traditional lifestyle. I want a husband, I want the kids, I want the house, you know what I'm saying? I'll tell you guys this every video. Some of the questions that I'm gonna ask, I'm a very direct person, so I kind of like to know upfront what I'm getting myself into. So it might be like, first and foremost, guys, I try to have a conversation with fluidity. I don't want it to be like a checklist of what is your name, da, 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 like robotic. No, I try to be fluid, like we're having a normal conversation, but we're throwing some questions in there. So they might ask me, or I might ask them, what is it that you're looking for, or how long have you been single, or what else is a good question? Is there anybody else who would be upset by us being on this date? Okay, so some of the questions that I would ask, I'm very direct. Just because also I don't want to waste my time, I don't want to waste the person's time. So I'll ask questions like, what exactly are you looking for? You know, how long ago was your breakup? Because listen, some people move on a little too quickly, and I've spoken about this a lot of times and I can't stress this enough. You need to heal. So like, I don't want to hear that you broke up last week or a month ago. Like, you're definitely still dealing with those feelings. Um and even if they don't come up today, they will come up. They will come up. So, and I just don't want to be in that crossfire. So I'll tell people like all the time, like, you need to heal. Point blank period. You need to heal. Another thing that I will ask is there anybody out there that would be upset that we're on this date right now? Listen, sometimes people don't close the door properly on their last chapter of life, if you know what I'm trying to say. Basically, booze, dating, messing, hookups, whatever you want to call it. And then you're caught in that crossfire. And it's not cool. Being in that crossfire is really not cool, especially when you guys are dating and you're having a good time. And, talking about safety planning, some people, they're kind of not right in the head, and they're kind of not right in the head, and they're kind of territorial, and they have no regards for the human life. And, there's people out there that will lose their life innocently over a date because they didn't know. Because they didn't know that there was somebody crazy lingering in the background. So you definitely want to ask that. You want to also ask about hobbies and things of that sort, and maybe like even outlook and goals in life, because let's face it, guys, you're dealing with somebody and their goals don't align with yours and their outlook in life doesn't align with yours. Why are we wasting time? Why are we wasting each other's time here? You know that you don't believe in the same things that I believe in the sense of like, where you even want your life to be in 5 years. Let's not waste each other's time here, okay? All right. The other thing that I would also ask is, how is your family gonna feel about us? Listen, guys, this goes especially for interracial dating. I'm gonna do a segment on that. Sometimes the individual might, obviously, for the most part, they might not care. And they might have a genuine liking to somebody of a different race, ethnicity, religion, whatever, nationality. But at times, their family, their parents, the grandparents, and I've dealt with it, guys, they're just not there yet. You know, like this is, they're just not, they don't approve of it, they don't like it. They will make you feel like, I don't want you here. And it's like, I need to know about these things before I get into it, because I need to be able to make a decision as to, like, if I think I have tough enough skin for it. Me personally, I'm not dealing with it. Like, unless you set everybody straight, I'm not dealing with it, because if we go further and like we get married and this, that, and the third, and we bring kids into this is like this is a mess. This is a mess. And we both have to have thick skin, and you're gonna have to tell some people off. And my mouth is crazy. I've been there before with families before, whereby like I have unkindly told the grandparent off, the parent off, and you know what? I just don't ever want to be brought back there ever again. So I asked them, if I'm on an interracial date, who's gonna be upset about us? Which parent, which grandparent, aunt, uncle? Like, let me know from now. And you know, hobbies are pretty cool to ask about, because sometimes you might share the same interest. You know, pet peeves, because you, come on, guys, you're not going to want to get the person upset that you're dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially me, I have a lot of pet peeves. I'm very picky. I have a lot of pet peeves. So, you know, for a person like me, you might want to ask, what are some of your pet peeves? What is going to tick you off to the point that you're just going to, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, do they have any kids? I like good parents, personally, me. I don't like people who don't fight. You know, I understand that sometimes situations might be messy. Maybe the mom's not letting them see their kid. Maybe they move far away. I don't know. But like, I don't like people who just give up without a fight. Like, if I'm talking to a guy on a date and I'm like, you know, like, so you have kids? And he's like, yeah, but the mom won't let me see them. So, you know, I haven't seen my child in like 5 years. It's like, then you don't need to be on this date with me. Then the money from this date, you need to take the money from this date, hire yourself a good lawyer, and go handle your business. Because I grew up with parents who fought for us, in the sense of they made sure they provided for us, they were there for us. We were the apple of their eyes, and I feel like I won't have it any other way with the person that I'm marrying. I don't like that giving up type of attitude. So I like good parents. Like, I like parents who, you know, the guy, he's like, yeah, you know, I've shared custody with the baby mother, or, you know, like, I have the sole custody of the kid. Like, I don't like deadbeat parents, period. You know, I think you should fight till the absolute end. Um, you know, that's about it, guys. Maybe you might want to ask about monogamy. Maybe you want to ask the person, what is their idea of monogamy? Some people got some screwed up, you know, their ideas of monogamy is just, let's not cross the line of having sex with other people, but everything else is fair game. They can talk to other people, they can kiss on other people, but they can't cross that line of saying, and also saying I love you. If you guys establish that's okay with you guys, that's a different story. But a lot of these people who are taking it upon themselves to do these things, they have not established that. That's like, they have just made their own definition up for themselves. That's not okay with me. And honestly, guys, I feel like right now I'm rambling, and I don't want to ramble. So these are some of the questions that I would lead with on the first date. And of course, guys, converse, you know, get to know the person. Sorry, I'm yawning, guys. I'm like filming this really, 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 like, I just came back from clubbing, so it was late. But you know, see where the person's head is at. Are they a knowledgeable person? Do they know what's going on in the world right now? Or are their heads in the cloud? Like, you definitely want to ask that question, because I like to have also intellectual questions as well. You might even want to ask the religion questions too. I would like to marry a man who is Christian or open to becoming Christian. That's just me. Sometimes religion doesn't matter for other people. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it's two different religions. So y'all might fall in love, but then you guys have to and answer the question of how are we going to raise our kids? I'm Christian, you Muslim, I'm Jewish, you're Hindi, like what are we doing with the kids? With how we going to do this with the children piece? So also maybe ask them about life goals in the sense of monetarily, in the sense of child rearing, all these things, guys. And it depends. And for my hookup crowd out there, for my casual dating crowd, I would just tell you guys to have casual conversation. Just have a regular conversation. Especially if like, I'm just dating to just meet new people and to get some food, casual conversations. Because you're really with the going with the flow mentality. For my people out there who are hooking up, I need you to set boundaries. I need you to ask questions that are gonna create boundaries, because hooking up gets very sloppy, gets very messy. Feelings get hurt, lines get crossed. It's a crazy world out there when you decide to hook up with people. Ask them how they feel about STD testing. Ask them when's the last time they got tested. Ask them how many partners they have. Ask them if you guys are hooking up, if it's just gonna be you and them, or if they're like everybody's allowed to hook up with whoever. Ask them about protection. Ask them about what happens, if one of us catch feelings. Let them know if you don't want that to happen, to create the boundary that we don't catch feelings. With hooking up, I feel like you also need to be intentional with the questions and the conversation and the boundaries that you're creating, because that gets sticky in itself if you're not smart and if you're not careful. And that's about it, guys. You guys know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I promise you guys more consistent, content. So that's what we coming with. Till next time. Bye.